This week on Man Week, we're going to talk about sharpening stuff. So there's many things you might use around the house. Let's say a knife, kitchen knife your wife uses, right? Looks pretty good and sharp, but it's dull. So if you want dinner, sharpen your wife's knives. A chainsaw, right here, a drill bit. So that's what a drill bit should look like that. So I'm going to be using this crappy drill bit, and I'm going to sharpen that down so that it looks like that. So stay tuned, you'll learn some stuff. So we're going to start with a knife right here. Decided to pick a big one. So I use the Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener. There's several different blades or belts that you can put on there. This is pretty close to being sharp, so I'm just going to use the fine grit, and we'll go ahead and get this thing sharpened up. It's got an on-off switch on the bottom, so let's set this on our table right here. It's got guides right here. You put your knife in, keep it right against that guide, and you're going to run it right along that belt, and then switch to the other side. Same thing, right along that belt. So let's go ahead and give it a whirl. Yep, good. Chainsaw. So you get the right size file to go with the chain that you have. Before you start, you want to mark whichever tooth you're going to start on. So we're going to start on this one right here. Mark it on top, because as you spin this around, that's going to end up being the last tooth, and then you got to flip the chainsaw around like this. And you're going to start on the other side. So you go from one direction, then you go the other direction. Alright, so as you can see right here, how this is curved. That is curved to that exact diameter right there. You grab your chainsaw, take this, put it right up against it. See how it's flat? Right there. Run it in, take it out, take it out. About 3 swipes, run it forward. Okay, so we're on the last tooth of this side. This one's a little bit boogered up, so I'm going to have to go just a little bit more. Okay, so you can see our mark right there. So let's go ahead and flip this thing around to the opposite side. There's the tooth we started on, so let's go the one behind it. Let's do the same thing, just on the other side. Okay, we got our last one right here. So you can see right there the angle and how that's angled right there. That way it cuts right through the wood, and you're throwing ribbons out instead of little tiny chips. Alright, next thing we're going to do is a drill bit. As we talked about, we got a good one and we got a crappy one. Easiest way to do that is with a grinder. This has got a little thin cut disc on it here. They're somewhat flexible, so we're not going to take a ton of material off of the drill bit, because as you heat the drill bit up, it's going to start to untemper it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. It's going to be a little noisy. Okay, so I flattened it out. So what we're going to do is kind of follow that curve and come up and make the longest point needs to be your edge, and you want to go down from there. Alright, so as you can see, it curves up toward the top. We're a little bit uneven yet. This side's a little shorter than this side, so I'm going to keep going, keep cutting that off and make that even up.